or no, you said I was cold. And, Kathy Hilton can't be bothered. She's fanning herself, she's doing her makeup, and Bose is saying, well, I mean, I stand by it. Like everyone else has opened up and told me their whole life story, and you've just been a little more standoffish. And Kyle is like, well, um, why? Because you demanded me to show a text to PK. Now Dorit jumps in, and Kyle is like, I mean, and I love how like this starts as Bose versus Kyle, and once Dorit, Bose is like, "Oh, girl, you go take this one." All of a sudden, it turns to Dorit versus Kyle, which is so much more interesting to most people until next season when they're told that this story is over. And Dorit is like, "Excuse me, you're talking about my life. Like, what do you mean I can't jump in? You're mentioning PK and me, and I'm sitting right here. Of course, I'm gonna jump in." Anyway, Erica's eating the hot dog. She's drinking her drinks, and things are pretty bad. Kyle gets really, she's very calm when she's fighting with Buzz, but she gets wild when she's now fighting with Dorit. It gets crazy, 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 crazy. And they just go back and forth and they raise voices. And it's not looking too good. Well, eventually they go upstairs and now they are Kyle is mortified that Dorit is really meticulous. I hear you, girl. Must be something in that water in Woodbridge, Connecticut. Shout out to Amity Regional High School. Really, I shouldn't be shouting out high school at all because I fucking hated high school. I don't know if Dorit really hated high school the way I really hated high school. But I fucking hated it. So hope you had a better time there than me, Dorit. Because I fucking hated it. Anyone else go back to visit their high school or their college as an adult? I mean, this shit looks gorgeous now, right? Like my college, my high school, my law school even looks nicer. But the law school, I guess, was the most fixed up in a way compared to the college and the high school. So I feel the high school and the college changed the most. The law school changed though too, but I don't know. Did I like any of them? Not really. I mean, who likes law school? Like literally, I think the first day of law school, you're told that like everybody is your competition, and first year of law school is the fucking worst because like you don't know where you stand, you don't have any grades. Ugh. Could we just not go back in time and just be where we are currently? But I'm very meticulous like Dorit. That's how I got on that tangent. And Kyle is very sympathetic towards Dorit when she sees the state of the house, which I know for a normal person probably wasn't that bad. But for those of us that are a little OCD meticulous about our homes, everything needs to be at a certain place. And it all just registered with Kyle. Wow, Dorit is like, so anal and so meticulous. And look at her house. It's a fucking shambles, girl. It's a shambles. Well, it is a shambles, okay? And somehow this gets the two Gales to just bond. And Dorit is asking the questions. These are really the important questions. And notice how Kyle doesn't answer. She's like, so I agree, darling. I don't know how we got here. And she says, do you want Mauricio back? Now, Kyle produces right in front of our faces. We have always said this. We have said this for years. So, as Dorit asked this question, you could see poor Kyle turn ghost white because all she's thinking about is like, I mean, I don't even need to give a real answer to this because we're on camera now. So, you could just see that she is thinking about the fact that they are on camera, and that is what is staying with her, right? Nothing else except that. So she won't answer that. Do you want a divorce? This Dorit does not let up. Do you want a divorce? And Kyle doesn't really know what to say to that, right? And she does let us know that look, things can't stay how they are now. We do need a divorce if this continues. Mauricio didn't just rent the furniture, he bought it. So it seems like it's really over. And no, she never says that she doesn't want to get back together. But the thing is, let's just be very honest. Kyle is in love with Morgan Wade, and Morgan Wade is with Kyle. Now, I hope she's in love with her and not just using her for money or clout. I know Morgan's a really famous singer and blah, 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 blah. But I'm not you. I don't use no. Okay, well, there you go. That was Morgan, guys, and she says she's not using her. So, bone money. I know you have your own money, Morgan. I know you are a singer who makes money, but Kyle and Mauricio's net worth combined is supposed to be $100 million. Eh? How much? 100 million, girl. Oh my God. So, like, if there's a divorce and it's more than 10 years, Kyle will get like $50 million. And it will. Kyle even admitted recently in an interview that that's really the main reason why they haven't divorced. It will get complicated because now we have stakes in the agency, which, let's face it, Mauricio is not going to mind giving her stakes in the agency. I mean, Farrah works there, the daughters work there, but it's going to be houses and cars and money and yeah, stake the agency. So it's going to be 100 million divided by two. They each get 50 million. They'll all be fine. Right? I mean, Mauricio's not going to screw Kyle, but still, it's going to be ugly dividing all this up, and lawyers are going to get involved. And, as amicable as it can be, Mauricio's lawyer will be looking out for him, and Kyle's lawyer will be looking out for her. They're the ones that will fight. So anyway, Kyle says we can't stay like we are, but we're going to have to get a divorce eventually, which I agree. They do talk, Kyle says, well, in our lifestyle, well, first of all, Dorit says, like, why are they having all the fun, meeting PK and Mauricio? We have to just throw caution to the wind and go out and have some fun. And Kyle says, that's never been my style. And we're both stagnant. And Dorit lets us know she'll get a divorce, that she thinks PK's mindset was there, because he had time to prepare it. I was like, it was sprung on me. And anyway, we end with Kyle being like, we should go out and do what they're doing. And Dorit says, do you think they're doing much? And Kyle says, well, in our lifestyle, now, mind you, she means let's break the fourth wall. We're famous. I'm Kyle Richards. That's Mauricio Umansky. And that's what she means. She means in our lifestyle, like we're famous. And if they were doing anything, it would be all over Page Six and OK Magazine and all these others. And that's where we are. And then we end and we see din din din, just like with Erica Jade and Tom Girardi and Colin Mauricio. We see the headlines of Mauricio kissing the girl naked in the Greek airport, which we all knew was coming. And Kyle reacts. And next week we have the Gales are talking about it and all of that stuff. So there we are. Interesting episode. I can see if people say that they are bored. I get it. We had our quick hit this past week on Tuesday afternoon. I addressed the New Jersey rumors and I told you, it's so funny how people make up these rumors that are based on nothing. And yes, like Sarah and I just talked about this, and like she didn't understand. She's like, so they're not true. And I'm like, they're not true. There's nobody's been called. Nobody is thinking about New Jersey except these made up rumors. And I said, can I see Melissa and Dolores and Teresa